We are here at the Hard Rock Hotel at Universal Studios in Orlando.
We are excited to experience this resort, and we're going to show you dining, transportation, recreation, and a room tour, so let's rock on.
Here we go!
There are currently over 30 Hard Rock hotels around the world, and many more are planned to open soon. This Hard Rock Hotel opened in January of 2001, and it is considered a premier resort. The other categories of resorts are value, prime value, and preferred. The theming of the architecture is that of a California mission, kind of like what is on the cover of the Eagles Hotel California album. I remember that, not sure if anybody else does, but moving on. There's over $1 million worth of rare rock memorabilia in this resort, such as instruments, clothing, awards, and so on. If you've ever dined at a Hard Rock cafe, you know what to expect as far as memorabilia goes. When you stay at a premier hotel, you get free Universal Express passes. Those passes allow you to skip the lines at Universal Studios and Universal Islands of Adventure for all participating attractions. And that is valid for all guests staying in your room. I do want to point out that the Express passes don't give you park admission. They just allow you to skip the lines, but you still have to have valid theme park admission. I am standing in the lobby, and this is one cool lobby. This has an awesome vibe when you walk in. There's this huge Hard Rock emblem in the floor, and the floor is this marble style tile. And then it has kind of a low ceiling in here. It's not cramped, but it has kind of a low ceiling, which gives it this kind of compressed vibe, I guess I would say. There's rock music playing, and then on one side, there's a huge TV playing music videos. Toward the back of the lobby is a lounge area where you can sit. You can even grab a drink from the Velvet Bar. When you come into the lobby, on the right-hand side is the check-in desk. And above the check-in desk, they have paintings of music legends. And on the left-hand side, you'll find bell services with more pictures of music legends like Elvis Presley. So this is a great way to start off your introduction to the resort. You get the feel of what this place is right when you walk in, and the music just adds to that.
The gift shop here is called the Rock Shop, and they have lots of cool stuff inside. Let's go check it out. Right when you walk in, you're going to see a lot of Hard Rock merch. I like some of these shirts. These shirts right here are $36. And look, they have fragrance, candle, a diffuser, and room spray. And they're $40, $40, and $35. And boy, does it smell good. Look at all these different styles of shirts here. They're all Hard Rock, but they're all kind of different. They say men's tees, but I'm sure they're unisex. This would be perfect for you. For barbecuing?
Ah, yes, yes, excellent. That's definitely you, babe. You can actually buy a Fender Squire in here.
Oh, that's a light fixture.
That is a light fixture. That is very cool.
Show. Huh?
That is very cool.
They have some different Hard Rock shirts here, like this one's $40, and this one was a different kind of logo here, $35.
Very retro looking.
Yeah. Disco Queen.
These are also very retro.
Back here they have what they call little rockers, so kids' clothing. And then they have sundries and some grab-and-go beverages. And then some items like bathing suits and sunscreen. So it's not just Hard Rock stuff in here, some other items available.
On the wall is a guitar from Alex Lifeson of Rush, one of the most underrated guitar players, just saying. And they just have tons of different shirts in here, all different styles. Even that polo is pretty cool.
So I'm here to report that they have more jackets back here, and more t-shirts, and wow, lots of stuff in here. So that's a wrap here at the Rock Shop. There are other places to shop, for instance, City Walk or the parks, and by the way, they will deliver your packages back to the hotel. That's cool.
Something unique that you're going to find at this resort is lots of rock and roll memorabilia. Behind me are nylon pajamas worn by Elvis Presley himself, and that is just one of the many items on display here. Let's take a look around. We'll show you some more stuff. Here's a 12 string from Melissa Etheridge. So cool to see all this stuff around here. So here's a guitar from John Bon Jovi, and now I'm gonna go into my rendition of Living on a Prayer. No? Jimi Hendrix, ZZ Top / Keith Richards, Carlos Santana, King of Pop.
They have one pool at this resort, but that's okay because it's huge and it's fabulous. The area around it has so many amenities. Let me tell you more about that. First of all, this is a 12,000 square foot pool, which means it's pretty big. It has a zero entry beach, which is right next to a real sand beach. They have 2 hot tubs here. They have a children's pool area. You can rent cabanas here, and they have a 260-foot slide, which looks pretty cool. They also have other things around the pool, such as billiard tables, ping pong. Then you can do things like water balloon tosses, hula hoop contests. They even have dive-in movies on select nights. You should know that this pool closes at 11. It is lifeguarded. They have flotation devices. They have complimentary towels, and it is accessible.
If you are rocking out with us here at the Hard Rock Hotel and you're enjoying this video, please smash that like button. Please consider subscribing to our channel. That really helps us out. Now back to the video. There are a variety of dining options here at the Hard Rock Hotel, but most of them are sit down. There's only one grab and go quick serve type option, and we'll get to that in a minute. Now, the place behind me is called the Beach Club, and we've eaten here twice. The food was actually pretty good. They of course have drinks, and as you can tell, it's right by the pool, so that makes it a pool bar. But they have things like burgers, salads, chicken wings there. And this is a great option. If you don't want to go to one of the other restaurants, you can just stay down here by the pool and grab a bite to eat and grab a drink.
The next place is the Velvet Bar, which is right off the lobby, open from 5 in the afternoon until midnight daily. Here you'll find all your favorite cocktails, beer and wine, and some specialty drinks too, such as Guadalajara Won't Do or Took My Chances on a Big Jet Plane. The Velvet Bar also offers food like a charcuterie board, flatbreads, and small plates such as ribeye tacos or ahi tuna wonton chips. They even have a couple of desserts available. There is a lot of memorabilia in here that you might want to check out in this spacious bar with lots of seating. One of your table service dining options is the kitchen, and it is located right off the pool. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They call their food New American Cuisine with a rock and roll attitude. For lunch, they serve things like salads, wings, flatbreads, sandwiches. And at dinner, you're going to get offerings like steak, salmon, pasta, and they also have desserts here. On Sundays at the kitchen, they have an acoustic brunch. It's a full breakfast buffet, carving station, and more, and they also serve bottomless Bloody Marys and mimosas. They also have a live acoustic performance. The kitchen has seating inside and outside. Our next dining option is the Palm, and this is an upscale table service restaurant. They only serve dinner, and that's from 5 p.m. until 10 on Fridays, 11 on Saturdays, and 9 on Sundays. This restaurant is part of the New York-based steakhouse that serves steaks, lobster, and an Italian-inspired menu. Something that's available at the resort is priority seating, which premier hotel guests can take advantage of. You just need to talk to the concierge at your hotel for reservations. So as I mentioned, this is an upscale restaurant. Let me give you a couple prices here. Appetizers run in the 20s, and then steaks run you about $60 to $80 depending on what you get. So they also have a small bites menu, and you can only get that at the bar. and it's available from 4 to 6:30, and you can get things like sliders, or you can get a meatball, or maybe even oysters on the half shell. So if you want to eat like a rock star, you want to eat at the Palm. Our next dining option is EMAC and Bolio's Marketplace. It's open from 6 in the morning till midnight, and they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have Starbucks coffee in there. You can get ice cream, smoothies, you can get pizza, wraps, and they have a lot of grab-and-go items in there as well. There's so much to do here at this resort, from volleyball to guitar rental. That's what I said, guitar rental. We're going to talk more about that later, but let's look at all the activities they have. I'm here in the Body Rock Fitness Center, and it is a nice center. They have training machines like treadmills and bikes and stair step. And then they also have weights and other types of things like balls and yoga mats. And speaking of yoga, they offer yoga here, and it's called Rock On. Also here at Body Rock, they have a steam room, a sauna room, and they have locker facilities.
Additional recreation options include different games that are around the pool. There are pool tables that are over at the Beach Club bar. Behind me are a couple of ping pong tables. And then over by the slide, there is a large sand volleyball court. So you got a lot of options here.
Something unique they have here is a butterfly garden, and it's planted with all kinds of plants that attract butterflies and bees, but the bees are pretty nice. Let's go look. When you walk into this garden, you're going to notice that it is a formal garden. They have trellises, and then they have these little boxwood hedges that form actually the shape of a butterfly. And then inside all these sections are obviously plants that will attract butterflies. They do have some bumblebees in here, and I just saw one of the biggest bees I've ever seen in my life. But they're nice, and if you don't fool with them, they won't bother you. You can also use this space for a small venue like a wedding ceremony, wedding reception, so you can talk to the concierge about that. What a nice space.
They do have an arcade here, and it is located right by the pool. It is open from 8 a.m. to midnight. Now, this isn't a huge arcade, but they do have a nice variety of games here.
If you feel like going for a walk or run, they have a half-mile, 1.3 or 3-mile loop that goes around the hotel, and it is beautiful along the canal. You might want to check that out.
Something different you can do at this resort is that you can get a guitar for the duration of your stay. It requires a $1,000 deposit, but you pick out a guitar and they bring it to your room along with a little amp like the one behind me. Now what I'll tell you is the speaker's disabled in the amp, so you have to plug headphones in order to hear it. But that's a great, fun, alternative activity that you can do. So let's check this thing out. So that was fun, and not something you can do at every resort. Also, you can get a turntable or record player here. You leave a $250 deposit for that, and you get your choice of up to 10 albums, and you can bring that to your room. There are a variety of ways to get to City Walk from here, and once you're in City Walk, you can get to the two parks. The water taxi picks you up at the dock on the canal and drops you off at City Walk near the entrance to Universal Studios. I'm standing at the shuttle bus stop, and this one is called Abbey Road. Isn't that cool? From here, you can catch a bus to go to Volcano Bay, or you can catch one to go to City Walk. You can also walk to City Walk, and that's about a 5-minute journey. And when you arrive there, you are actually right outside of Universal Studios Orlando.
Have you thought about maybe getting married at the Hard Rock? Or maybe you want to have a meeting here? Well, this is the place to do it. They have plenty of room here and different venues available. They have accommodations that vary from small to large. For instance, they have a 3,000 square foot ballroom, And then you can go all the way up to 9,000 square feet on the Woodstock lawn. Adjacent to the ballroom is a little lounge space that has an ATM. It's a quiet little space to just sit and get your thoughts together or maybe check your phone. The resort has a business center which is open 24 hours and it's self-service. They have computers and internet available, faxing, copying, and also packaging and mailing services.
There are 650 rooms in this resort, and the accommodations range from standard rooms to club level to suites. The club level is on the 7th floor, and it's called the Rock Royalty Lounge. It has complimentary continental breakfast, hors d'oeuvres, beer, wine, and desserts. Other amenities include 2 separate TV viewing areas in the lounge, personal concierge service, and reduced prices on cabanas at the pool. The suites are 650 to 2,000 square feet. The standard rooms are 375 to 500 square feet. They have garden view and pool view rooms. We are staying in one of those rooms, so let's have a look.
We are in room 4150. It's a standard room and it has a pool view. So let's go in and take a look. So let's check out this room. It's a nice size. I like the way it's decorated. It has muted tones with pops of red. You're gonna see some nods to some rock and roll stuff. Let's go back here where we entered and check out this area. So here's the door where we came in, and then right here is a closet. It's not a very large closet, but that's okay. It does its job. It has hangers, has a large shelf at top. You can put things up there. It looks like they have an extra pillow, maybe a blanket up there, an ironing board, iron. Then on this side, they have a suitcase rack and a safe. And then right here, we have a little prep area. They have what's similar to a Keurig right here. So you can make coffee with these pods. They give you a bunch of supplies so you can make your coffee. These waters you do have to pay for, but you know, you can always just get water from the faucet, and here's an ice bucket so you can go get some ice down the hall. Right here's a refrigerator. Let's take a look at that. It's not very large, but it'll hold some leftovers and some drinks. And then there's a drawer right above this, so you can put snacks and get things out of the way so they're not all over the counter. We turn over here, you're gonna see the bathroom area. And here is a single sink. And they give you a lot of products here. They give you, of course, soap, but they give you body lotion, and they give you a shoe mitt and a mending kit. And in that white container, they have Q-tips and cotton balls. You have some glasses to get some drinks. And you have a magnifying mirror. And look at the back of this. It looks like leather. It's kind of cool. Go in here into the bathroom. You have a bathtub with a shower head and also a clothesline, which is great because you might want to hang up your bathing suit or if you get wet. We have products here from the Rock Spa, and it's called Sweetgrass. So I'm looking forward to checking that scent out. And then they have plenty space in here for you to hang towels above the toilet. And then they have this little shelf right here where this mirror is. And even have a little sink in here, which is nice. So someone could be using the sink out here and someone could be using it in here. And then behind this door, they have hooks where you can hang towels. Let's walk out this way and let me show you what's on the wall here. Look at that piece of art made out of drumsticks. That's pretty cool. Let's go back into the bedroom area. Here's your thermostat. And then over here we have a dresser. This dresser has 4 drawers in it. They're pretty good size, so you can unload your suitcases. Nice countertop. You can put things on top of here. Very large television. On the other side, you have another table. And here you have a task lamp, you have a USB port, and you have 2 outlets. But what a nice countertop to be able to do things on. You could work up here, you could, eat, plenty of things. They have 2 chairs here. On this side you see you have 2 queen beds. And the beds have on each side a lamp. On one side they have these little reading task lights. You can turn them off and on right here. And then on the other side is a larger light. Same thing, you can turn it off and on at the source. A nightstand in between with 2 drawers. You have a telephone, 2 outlets, no USB port though. These are nice and thick mattresses. And here we have a seating area with a table. And we have a floor lamp, so that's nice, so you don't have to always sit on the bed. And like I told you, we have a pool view, so let me pull back the drape and show you what that looks like. It's a pretty good sized pool out there. We're looking out by one of the hot tubs. Up here we have another piece of rock art, some speakers. So that's a look at the Hard Rock Hotel here in Orlando.
Well, this was a great hotel, and I think I even commented to you that I would stay like a week here.
Okay, how about next week?
Yeah, that sounds good. No obligations.
I really like this resort a lot. I mentioned that to you many times because it feels fancy, but it's not pretentious. The pool area is phenomenal. There's so much going on out there, and there's a lot to do at this resort. Plus, it's right next to Universal Studios.
And you get those express passes included, and that is a fantastic benefit.
Yep.
So, as Beth said, this is very relaxing. We really did enjoy this resort, and we hope you get an opportunity to stay here. Thank you for watching, everybody. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Please consider subscribing to our channel, and please join us on our next magic adventure. Bye.
Rock on.